You know what I'm curious on? I'm curious on what happens if one team throws a punch early. I don't mean a physical punch, but I mean the metaphorical punch. Because if you go through, they've only played 2 games each in the playoffs. They both were the number 1 seed, but neither team has trailed for a single second in the postseason. And, we can debate, Philly's road versus the Chiefs' road. I think it's pretty evident the Chiefs probably had a tougher path. I think Cincinnati was a superior team to either opponent that Philadelphia played, especially because, most specifically because San Francisco's quarterback situation in the NFC Championship game. But what happens to either of these teams if they get down 10-0 early? Do they fold? Do they stay sort of true to who they are? I think that's kind of one thing that I'm watching because, the emotions of a Super Bowl, obviously I can't speak this as a player, but there is just so much adrenaline that's just coursing through your veins throughout the day. It's a 6:30 start. It's the only time that you're going to play a game that starts at 6:30 on the East Coast at least. So 4:30 in Phoenix on Sunday. And not only that, but there's the natural excitement of the Super Bowl. You multiply that by the fact that, pregame is forever. Halftime is 42 minutes as opposed to 12 minutes. No matter what happens in the first half, good or bad, you're going to have too much time to think about it once you get in that locker room for halftime. So I think I'll be watching sort of the emotional waves that these teams have to ride if they do have to ride them, because as easy as it is to sound composed and poised, and these 2 quarterbacks sound composed and poised basically every time they're behind the microphone, it's a little bit different for a team when the game actually begins and you recognize the stakes that are on the line. I mean, it is, of course, the biggest stage in the sport of football.